question that you'll see in forums, in comparison articles, in Facebook groups, wherever, is, are Squarespace analytics actually any good? And for the most part, they are actually decent. I think they're better than a lot of other web builders' analytics. But, I mean, if you want to skip to the answer, yes, but Google Analytics are going to be better. So I would recommend for every website, add in GA4, adding Google Analytics to that site. It's super easy. It takes like 2 minutes to hook it up. So get it hooked up, but failing that, or if you want just a second set of data, you can check out Squarespace Analytics really easily. So I'm going to show you what that looks like, what you can actually do with the analytics, and, answer the question, or allow you to answer your own question by making a judgment. Is it any good? Let's get into it. So on your Squarespace dashboard, I'm going to use my site as an example. Go into analytics, and you're going to be presented with 4 tabs across the top. So you're going to see traffic, traffic sources, search keywords, and geography. Now with search keywords, I'm pretty sure it's been a while since I hooked it up, but I'm pretty sure you have to hook this up to Google Search Console. So in fact, yeah, you can see it here, Google Search Console, and it's going to show you, please no one steal my search key terms, but you can see what key phrases you're ranking for here. Then you can see impressions, click rate, average position, and you can plot this daily or weekly, and you can do it over a custom date range if you wish. So, if you wanted to just check over the last year, then you could do. Pretty sure that looks like a good graph. I'm not a great graph reader, but I'm pretty sure that's decent. Anyway, you can plot all of this. You can see geography, which I always find really interesting. So, where are people actually visiting your site from? And I personally am a nosy guy, so I like to have a look. So you can see my top traffic sources are US. That's where the vast majority of my clients come from. I'd say 80% of my clients, even though I'm in the UK, are in the US. UK, Australia, Canada, all to be expected, the top 4. Then some from India, Germany, Bangladesh, Netherlands, etc., etc. What I also find fun is you can go. I'm getting distracted here. I wonder how many countries I haven't had a visit from. That's interesting. But anyway, you can go super, super in depth. So let's say the UK. If I toggle this down, I can actually go city by city. So Liverpool, that's where I'm from. And then you can see even more in depth. So not sure how useful you guys would find this, but if you're just really interested in exactly where people are coming from, you can do that. And then you can also see a visual representation here. Let me zoom back out. You can see an interactive map here that you can zoom in on and see where people are coming from. So not super useful, but interesting. Traffic sources. Now I do find this one very interesting because this will show where people are coming from. If I look at my traffic sources, which is interesting. Let me see, when's this from? That's last year. Let's do year to date. So 58K, and you can plot the graph over here. It will show you color coordinated, all sources, direct, social, search, email, referral. And then you can say search, and it's going to show you all the search engines that you come up on. It's going to show you how many direct hits you have, what social medias you're coming through, or your visitors are coming through. Referrals, which I always find interesting because it will show you the links of the people who come to you. So my most popular is Jen's Croquet Club. For those of you who aren't familiar, it's Iman Gadzi's members club. I did the site for these guys, and it seems to be very popular because I just have my signature in the footer here. So that I know that is pretty popular. And then, yeah, a few other bits and bobs. So you can see where people are coming from. You can then see if it's generated any revenue. I don't sell anything, so obviously it's not going to generate any revenue. Orders, conversion rate, etc. This is just pure e-commerce analytics. It doesn't matter in my case, but for you, it might be interesting to see. Then you got traffic in general, so you can plot how many visitors you have, whether that's an increase year on year. Let's go to this month. And we can plot that across here. So you can see day by day how many visits the site gets. And you can see browser by browser, even operating system. And then, as well as these 4 tabs here, we've got 2 tabs down here. So sales, again, in this case, it doesn't matter for me because I'm not selling any products. But you can see how much you made, how many units that you actually sold, how many orders you had, what your conversion rate is, your AOV and your RPV, sales by product. So if you have, 12 products, you can see the breakdown of what product is selling, what product is making how much, etc. Purchase funnel, where people are coming from. So let's say how many people come through the site, then view the product, then start the checkout, then purchased, which is really interesting to see that customer journey. You'll be able to see then how effective your funnel is and whether you need to then change the user experience in any way, shape or form. Then abandoned cart, so you can see what users have abandoned cart. And Squarespace also has an abandoned cart function where you can follow up with these people. So it is better, like I say, than most website builders, but I would recommend Google Analytics overall. And one last one is engagement. So you can see across the site who is engaging with what. What I find interesting specifically about this is I can see what the most popular content on my site is. I can see here specifically, a lot of people like to see my portfolio, but then I can see, okay, what is popular blog content? For instance, here, how to remove underlines from links, how to change the site title, and then a ton of other blog posts. And I know then if these are starting to pop off, then I can focus more of my energy on refining this to bring in more visitors. And also I can focus on, okay, let me think what blog content is similar to this that I can put out there that will bang as well. So really interesting to see how many views you've had, what the time on the page is, the bounce rate of the page and the exit rate. And then we can go activity log. I'm not sure this is going to be interesting to most of you guys, but you can see what these people are doing, where they're from, etc., who the referrer was. One thing that I find really interesting is form and button conversions. So we can actually track all of the buttons and all of the forms on the site to see what is most popular. And then we can make decisions based on this. So if you have a button that's just not getting clicked, let's say on the home page, you've got to ask yourself, okay, why? Is it hidden? Is it not attractive enough? Is the section crap? What's making people not click this, but click other things on the site? So what a lot of these analytics will help you do is just basically take a lens to, or take a magnifying glass to your site, to every element, and think, okay, what's not working, or what is working, what's not working, how do I fix what's not working and double down on what is working? So I think we've got 2 more left, search keywords and RSS subscribers. I don't use this, but I do have a look at pretty much everything else. So you can see it is pretty in depth, and I would say, take it with a pinch of salt because some numbers will be inflated, some won't be accurate, but do pay attention to them. Use that alongside your Google Analytics, and I think you've got a really well-rounded view of your website. So hopefully you found this helpful. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and hit subscribe. And if you want me to build your Squarespace website, you can get in touch using the links in the description.